Have you ever wondered how some families stay rich for generations while others lose it all in just a few years? Shocking as it may seem, 70% of wealthy families lose their fortune by the second generation. That's a staggering number. But what about the remaining 30%? How do they keep their wealth thriving? The truth is, wealthy families don't just pass down money. They pass down a whole system of values, education, and strategic thinking. They create a legacy that is much more than dollars and cents. In fact, 87% of ultra-wealthy individuals attribute their success to connections made in their early years. In this video, we'll uncover the secrets behind how rich families actually pass down their fortunes. You'll discover their unique strategies for building a mindset of wealth, creating powerful connections, and providing a financial education that most people never receive. Get ready to learn how quiet empires are built, how heirs are groomed for leadership, and how the wealthy think differently from the rest of us. This is not just a story about money. It's a deep dive into the art of wealth preservation that can change the way you think about success. Stay tuned. Chapter 1. The Inherited Mindset. Born into legacy, not just money. It all starts with mindset. Wealthy families don't just hand over millions and hope for the best. They build a culture around wealth from a young age. In fact, a 2016 study by the Williams Group found that 70% of wealthy families lose their fortune by the second generation. Why? Because of a lack of financial education and communication about their wealth. But the families that do succeed approach wealth as a responsibility. They treat it like a legacy. Parents teach their kids that wealth isn't just to be spent, it's to be managed and grown. It's about stewardship. A famous example is the Rockefeller family, one of America's oldest and wealthiest dynasties. They established the family office, a private firm that helps manage their assets, investments, and even family values. This office ensures each generation understands that wealth isn't just about luxury, it's a tool for long-term growth and contribution. This legacy mindset creates a sense of responsibility. When you're born into a wealthy family, you're not just inheriting money. You're inheriting a set of values. You're taught that the money you manage today needs to be around for future generations. It's like an unwritten contract with the family's future. Chapter 2. Exclusive playgrounds. Growing up in elite circles. Another powerful strategy the rich use is creating the right environment for their children. Connections are everything. Wealthy families intentionally place their kids in elite environments. Think private schools, exclusive clubs, and well-connected communities. Why does this matter? Because who you know can be just as important as what you know. According to a 2021 report by WealthX, 87% of ultra-high net worth individuals have built their fortunes through connections in private networks. For example, going to a top-tier boarding school means you're rubbing shoulders with future CEOs, politicians, and influential business leaders. It's no accident. Parents understand that surrounding their children with the right people opens doors to opportunities that aren't available to everyone. It's like they're building a network for their children from the start. In many cases, these relationships translate into future business ventures, partnerships, or even marriages that help preserve and grow family wealth. A unique example is the Rothschild family, who for centuries has strategically married within elite circles to consolidate their wealth. They understood that staying connected to other wealthy, powerful families would help keep their fortunes secure. Chapter 3. Wealth Education. Learning the hidden rules of money. One of the biggest reasons wealthy families stay wealthy is because they teach the hidden rules of money that aren't taught in schools. From a young age, children in wealthy families are taught not just how to earn money, but how to protect and multiply it. A 2019 UBS study revealed that 66% of wealthy families provide financial education for their children by the age of 16. And it's not the standard lessons most people get. They learn about things like trust funds, tax strategies, and how to avoid common financial mistakes that destroy wealth. For example, they are taught the importance of passive income, money that works for them without constant effort. Real estate, stocks, and other investments are key components. A famous quote from Warren Buffett drives this home: "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, You will work until you die. In addition, they learn about diversification, how to spread investments across different industries and assets to reduce risk. This knowledge is key to keeping wealth through tough economic times. It's one reason why during economic downturns, wealthy families often come out even stronger, as they're prepared for market fluctuations. These lessons don't stop with simple financial literacy. Wealthy families also use tools like family trusts and holding companies to protect their wealth. Trusts allow assets to be passed down without the heavy tax burden, ensuring that wealth stays in the family. Many families have entire financial teams, lawyers, accountants, and investment managers, whose sole job is to ensure the fortune remains intact across generations. If you're finding this information valuable, don't forget to subscribe. We have more insights coming up that can help you understand the world of wealth and success. Chapter 4. Quiet Empires. The art of strategic business expansion. Wealthy families aren't loud about their success. Instead of seeking attention, they quietly build empires through smart, often understated, investments. They know that growth isn't about quick wins but about long-term gains. In fact, research by UBS shows that 56% of multi-generational families invest heavily in private equity, an asset class that's not always visible to the public eye. Take the Walton family, owners of Walmart. They expanded quietly through family holding companies, allowing them to control a massive chunk of the retail industry without making big splashes in the media. Behind the scenes, they invested in other businesses and industries, ensuring that their wealth was diversified. Wealthy families often focus on industries that might seem boring but are stable and profitable. Real estate, for example, is a favorite. According to Forbes, 90% of the world's billionaires hold significant real estate portfolios. It's one of the most reliable ways to grow wealth over time, even when the stock market is volatile. Another strategy they use is private investments. Instead of gambling on the stock market, they look for businesses they can own or control. By doing so, they have a direct say in how the business grows, and they often use their vast networks to ensure its success. The Mars family, owners of the candy empire, have done this by branching out into pet care and veterinary services, creating new streams of income beyond their iconic brands. Chapter 5. Legacy Guardians. How the rich teach the next generation to lead. Passing down wealth isn't enough. Rich families know that leadership and decision-making skills are just as critical. That's why they invest in training their heirs to become capable leaders. In a 2020 Credit Suisse report, it was found that 78% of family businesses provide formal leadership training for their next generation. Leadership isn't something that happens by chance, it's cultivated. Families like the Vanderbilts or the Rothschilds didn't rely on their kids just being born into wealth. Instead, they gave them hands-on experiences from a young age. They were involved in decision-making processes, sometimes sitting on the boards of family businesses as teenagers. A unique example of this is the Koch family. The Koch brothers didn't just inherit their father's oil company, they were groomed to take it over. From learning the intricate details of the business to managing internal conflicts, they were trained in every aspect of leadership. This prepared them to grow Koch Industries into one of the largest private companies in the US. This kind of preparation often involves more than just business training. Heirs are taught about philanthropy, giving them a sense of purpose beyond money. Bill Gates famously said, "It's not about leaving a huge inheritance, it's about leaving a huge impact." This mindset helps future generations see wealth as a tool for change, not just personal gain. Chapter 6. The Billionaire Brain. How they think differently from the rest of us. The ultra-wealthy think differently. Their mindset is often what separates them from the rest of society. In fact, a 2020 study by WealthX revealed that over 80% of billionaires believe their long-term vision and risk tolerance are what set them apart. Wealthy families focus on long-term planning. They don't make decisions based on short-term gains. Instead, they play the long game. Jeff Bezos, for instance, famously invested heavily in Amazon without worrying about immediate profits. It took nearly 7 years before the company turned a profit, but his long-term thinking has paid off, making him one of the richest people on the planet. Another key difference is their approach to risk. While most people are taught to avoid risk, wealthy families are taught how to manage it. They understand that risk is part of growth. The key is calculating the risk and knowing when to take it. Elon Musk embodies this principle. He famously said, "Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough." This bold mindset helps wealthy families push boundaries and explore new opportunities. One more critical aspect is their ability to adapt. Wealthy families aren't stuck in their ways. They're always looking ahead to the next big thing. According to the Global Family Office Report 2021, 68% of family offices are now looking into cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. They know that the future of wealth might not look like the past, and they're ready to evolve. If you've enjoyed these insights, make sure to subscribe. There's a lot more to learn about wealth, success, and the strategies that can help anyone on their journey.